David, welcome back. You just finished your into FGM trip, where you went way south, down almost near the Tanzania border. And you not only did into FGM, you did Delivering Dignity, and you did Project 97. Let's address each one of those. Tell us, you found out some new things with into FGM. Talk about that. What were some of your highlights there?
Yeah, well, one of the biggest highlights I found is kind of a myth which the older generation lies to the young generation that if they don't get cut, their clitoris will grow long and they will not be able to walk. So that instills fear to the girls. And so the girls are like, I want to walk when I grow up. So that's a kind of a very sad situation and a fear which is inflicted to them while they are still young.
So,
So in that
hold on a second.
Mm.
You took a
Yeah.
girl with you, right? One of the women was on your team,
Yes,
and I assume she had not been circumcised.
no.
So how did the elder generation, what do they say about her? She wasn't circumcised. She's able to walk.
Well, and she is graduating this year. So I used her as an example, just to tell them that you guys have been lying that to the girls that if they are not cut, they cannot walk. See at this girl, she is in her final year graduating today with accounting as a course. Is she not a woman enough? And they were all like, yeah, yeah. But now the problem, uh, they know the truth, but they still use that lie to continue with the cutting of the girls. Because we were able to show them the differences, and yes, they know because they are grown up. But now when we went to the school, unfortunately, grade 7 and grade 8, all the girls have been cut in the primary school. So we were trying to tell them that is a lie, and that there is nothing like that because they are just lying to conform with their tradition.
Now, are their teachers cut?
Yes. Apparently, I'm sorry to tell you this, but one of the government chief married a high school girl who was 14 years old, and he made her drop from the school. Now, that is not the big problem. The big problem is that young girl belonged to another government chief. So it tells you how deep the culture is beyond even the law of the government, beyond the cultural practices. They are in deep trouble with this. They are in it in a deeper way.
So this little girl was cut.
Yes.
They got that married to the government official who was the daughter of another government official. And even though it's
And
against
she
the
was
law, they still wanted her cut.
Yes, and she was underage. The problem is the culture itself is very deep rooted, that it goes against religion, it goes against the law. So we are dealing with something which is more of a psychological problem, whereby we are training them and showing them and just helping them to walk from it. It's not just a walk from the park. It's just something that you'll have to walk with them slowly, because can you imagine in the whole of that region, we don't have even one girl who has a degree in education. The whole village, no one has a degree. The highest they have ever done is up to high school level. So the education level is very down. The know-how level is very down, but the culture is deep rooted.
So you showed them the videos. You said the men had a hard time watching it. Did the women have a hard time watching it?
Yes, they had a hard time, and what they were saying, we did not know that this is what is done to our body because we never look and we are not aware what is happening. We just feel the pain. The men on the other side said they didn't know if this is what was happening. But the sad story with it, they see it bad when it's done to the young one, but not to the bigger girls. So it's something still we are working on it, because they are saying like, why are they cutting that small girl? They should have waited for her to be big. And we are telling them it's not about the age, it's about stopping the FGM.
But it sounded like from some of the the videos that you sent that they were saying we need to stop FGM in our community. Was that the consensus of the village?
Yes, apparently there was one lady who comes from the Magadi where I always go to teach. And she stood up and said, myself, I come from Magadi. In this community, we do not have the cutters here, but we always go and bring them from Magadi and bring them here to cut our girls. And so she was saying that it is very sad that she has seen some of the girls dying in Magadi, and same case is happening to the village where we were. So most of them came to agreement that it is a wrong, it's outdated, it's a bad thing to do to the girls. And I believe that we have several of them who will not do it. There was one man who gave out a testimony about educating our girls. Even though all of them, the three of them were cut, the three of them got kids while they were still in high school. But after he talked to them, they agreed to go back to the school. And all of them, they have finished high school and now waiting to join college.
Okay, so has the village as a whole said no to FGM? You say we still have to work with them. What is that? What's the difference here?
I would say not all of them that are going to stop this at the first training. I might be forced to go back there to do another deeper training with the older women, just to talk to them and start up something like a way out where they can start reaching out to the girls and having people going around from the community, going around to schools and talking to the girls. I felt as if I did train, but I felt there was some heaviness from some of them. There are some who are saying like, you are saying that when we cut, we are not the same like other women. What do I do? I don't think there's a difference between us and the other women. This is the right for us of our passage. So it's still very deep unless Magadi, where we talk and everybody agrees, I'm not gonna do this.
Okay, so then you did Delivering Dignity. How did that go?
Yes, Delivering Dignity, we went to several like 3 schools, and I also learned a very sad situation whereby I was informed that even if we are giving them these sanitary towels, when one is done with the sanitary, the sister will borrow like, please, I'm on my cycle, can I use your sanitary? Then I will wash. So it was a new thing to me, a new challenge to me. And after consulting with my team, we agreed that we take those pants, then we put them in a package. Then we label the package for the girls. So the girls will be taking the sanitary from the teacher when they need it. And when their periods are over, they can return it for keeping them there. Because we still have more girls who are in primary school who are almost coming to cycle. And we have the parents. For the parents, we can work with it for them not to request the sanitary from the kids. But what do we do about the sisters? What do we do about the cousins? So that is one of the problems that I found out in that new village.
So the need is greater and greater than we even expected.
The need is great. The need is great.
And how many pads did you distribute?
This time I end around 287. So I divided them into 3 schools.
And finally, you did Project 97. Tell us about that. What happened there?
Yes, we end a very long queue because I made sure that nobody knew that we are giving out food. So we only give out first to those who are widows and those who are orphans. We went to their home and give them. And then on the last day, that's when we give out the food to the people. And there were so many, I think they were around 300 something people, and they were countless. But we managed to share each to have something to maybe to eat for a week.
Okay, any other highlights from the whole trip?
Well, it's not a highlight from the trip, but okay, yeah, and a small highlight, I just saw it from here. The whole village doesn't even have a single toilet. So we were also using the bush, and also that's a big problem with the community. Another thing, this is good, I had forgotten this. There is a girl who lost her father some years back, and the mother went to the town to work. She is around 12 years, 13 there, and she is in grade 7. And now she is the one who takes care of the siblings, the 3 of them. In addition to that, she has a kid who she got because of lack of sanitary. She went to sleep with a guy with a motorcycle just to get money to buy a sanitary. And we managed to go and also give her some food. Yeah, the other thing, maybe I'll be leaving for under room on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 days from now?
Yes.
And did you talk to them about the idea of getting at a room in their area?
Yes, and it was well received, and I went with several of them and showed them a certain room whereby I took a photo, shown them how I want it to be built, and all of them said 90% of their girls are getting pregnant during either when they are going to school or when they are sleeping, and it's because they are sleeping also outside. They all agreed to that.
That's a huge statistic.
Yeah.
Well, David, as always, thanks for all you do, brother, and may God give us all the funds we need and all the help we need to keep helping these people and this whole culture change the entire way they think and not listen to the lies.
Yeah.
So thanks for all you do, bro.
Thank you. God bless you.